Happy Global Running Day! We daily vlogs. So if you enjoyed this video, make sure you come back every day.
Every day.
Everybody's running.
I'm running.
Even Teddy.
I'm walking. We don't really know. Our friends do this often. We're in Lakeland, Florida, and
Polk County, USA.
And we're going to like a Fleet Feet Swan Brewing Company crossover special day today on Global Running
John.
Day. Yes.
Basically runs the joint. He runs the joint at Fleet Feet Lakeland, so we're coming out to support him. If you live in the area, go to Fleet Feet Lakeland.
That was a tongue twister.
Go to Fleet Feet Lakeland. And
Fleet Feet on
I'm nervous for this run because like my quads still hurt from my workout with Christina last week.
Yeah. So there's also like Chelsea and Kristen will be there, Cole will be there, John will be there, and we're gonna have the kids on a little walk action while they run, and then we get to go to the brewery after. So they do this often. We're hoping to start coming out here a little bit more regularly, but what a better day to start.
Let's go.
Are you gonna PR?
No.
I really get to clicking, but I'm looking for a sister to revive and win a kiss. If you want some love, just let me know.
Alright, it's Cole's and mine's first run together. I don't know if I was going to do it for my quads, but doing alright. Look at this beautiful. What lake is this? Beautiful. Love little corners of Lakeland, right? If anybody didn't know, Cole's getting ready for first marathon at Disney this January.
Did we do our 5K? Oh, Kristen's hiding, James. Go find her. Oh, that's a root. It's the perfect. No. You got me. More? Ready? Again.
And it was at this point that my new running Polk County best friend went on without me. After that leg workout with Christina the other day, my quads have been shredded, so I'm taking it easy on these uphills. But we're over 3 miles. So I got 3 miles in with Cole. Here's the inside of Swan Brewery. Kristen and Chelsea are trying to win James a toy over there. Really cool place. Cool vibes. I dig it.
Look at you.
I thought our crawler was like just a big glass.
Oh.
They actually like filled this can and sealed it.
Ooh. Are we playing trivia?
I don't know if this is a good thing or a bad thing. But we're doing this thing where James is grabbing the bag.
He doesn't really understand the concept of this game. Put in the comments what. Yeah, what do you call this? We call it bags. His lack of a Midwestern life is showing.
But it's keeping him busy. That like he comes with, grabs the bags.
Yeah.
Comes over, and I toss some when he comes over.
But did James run a 3.5 mile run today? Because he looks like it. John hooked him up with an ice pop. Thanks for hooking up James with the ice pop.
Popsicles for everyone.
Booyah! Don't even do it. He'll take all of them.
Get it, Teddy, get it. We really like this claw machine. We've tried twice, just hasn't been in the cards for us. We're seeing if a coaster will work as money. We ordered some food from the food truck. We got a pretzel
and a chicken quesadilla.
Yes, 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 yes! Good morning. What happened yesterday?
We didn't sign up.
Yeah.
At home, put the kids to sleep, got ready for today, the big day.
Well, I was thinking yesterday was Global Running Day. We started running during our infertility journey to get to our babies. And what 5, 6 years later, we're still doing the same thing. And good morning, we're so happy you're here. We daily vlog.
Enjoy this video, make sure you come back every day.
Yeah, it's early, 6:33. Our fertility clinic is just north of downtown Orlando. We've always loved our clinic. It's like such like a weird thing to like be happy to see the familiar faces, but also like the weight that the clinic does hold. Yeah, I'm having a combination HSG and hysteroscopy today, which will just take a look at my tubes and it'll take a look at my uterus, make sure that everything looks good so that we're confident that going forward with an embryo transfer, we have the best odds. So they'll only do any like correcting if they happen to find anything in my uterus. The tube thing is more of just like a knowledge. They want to make sure that there's no like additional risk for like a pregnancy to be like implanted in my tubes. It's a really quick procedure, but it's an important one. So hopefully I will know like as I'm waking up the results. Usually in past times when I've had procedures, I wake up and I'm kind of like explain what happened like right away.
So most of the time, procedures here, you take a pregnancy test first, just to make that, make that clear that that's not happening beforehand, which always kind of feels like salt in the wound, but it is what it is. It has to be done.
The kids woke up from me finding a parking spot. We're over on, ooh, sunny, Park Avenue. Kids are out of pajamas, have fresh diapers. We're gonna go for a little stroll, I think stop by Barney's and get some breakfast, a little pastry, a little coffee. So Sarah's procedure in all is like 15 minutes, but she does get completely put out anesthesia style. So because of that, the whole thing start to finish is like 2 hours. So we don't wanna go all the way home. So we're gonna hang out and we'll just walk around Winter Park before she calls us to come pick her up. Ooh, Ava Mediterranean. There's so many restaurants on Park Avenue that Sarah and I want to go to. This was definitely not here when I lived here. I think this was, what's that, Restoration Hardware? I think that's what this was. But this looks like a really nice bar restaurant. Yeah, James has been loving all the squirrels. There's been so many squirrels in the trees. So it is early and not all the shops are open, but I love the sign right here. Winter Park Chamber of Commerce celebrating 100 years of economic vitality. There are a couple breakfast joints on Park Avenue that are open. I'm hoping, I would love if Williams-Sonoma or the bookstore opened up. I'm gonna see what time they open up. Sarah will probably get done close to 9, 7:30 now. Hopefully these shops open up at 8. Make Dad's Day, Father's Day, June 18th. Wow. Check it out, we're here so early. Barney's is not even busy. Look at all the seats.
Alrighty, I'm back here all suited up. I got a warm blanket. I've already talked to anesthesia. Basically, they just ask you a lot of the same questions about allergies and if you've eaten and medication and all that stuff. And so yeah, I'm waiting to talk to the doctor. Sorry, someone came in. The doctor who's doing this procedure, he is Dr. Asande. He's not our typical doctor. Our doctor is Dr. Loy, but all the doctors rotate for these procedures. And he actually transferred James. He was also the doctor who was with us when we found out that Sweet Pea was no longer with us, and so it was nice that we had that embryo transfer with him to sort of like redeem our experience. And so I'm excited to see him and to show him a picture of James and to talk about Teddy. So he is the last one I have to talk to, and they'll bring me back.
Sarah just texted me. She's talked to anesthesia. She's got her IV in. We are set. We got some muffins. Boom, that looks delicious. Then I got their like famous Santa's White Christmas latte, iced variant. We got a fountain. It's beautiful, right? Right now, we kind of have this whole back section to ourselves. Look how beautiful this is. And it's off Park Avenue. You can barely see it, but this is seating for Barney's because they do have a full menu. But we're just gonna hang out for a little bit, have some breakfast before we go adventure around downtown Park, Winter Park more. Oh, if I lived up there every morning in that chair. All right, after watching some trains go by, the boys loved that. Walked by City Hall, just enjoying our old familiar views. No, wait, no, here's Restoration Hardware. So, I don't know, maybe Ava was there. I'll have to look it up later. Anyway, CRM just called me. The, resident nurse just called me and was like, hey, I'm taking care of Sarah. She got out 5 minutes ago. She's doing great. They said come back in 30 minutes. So I'm going to start making my way back to the car, get them loaded in, drive on over, and by that time it'll be about 30 minutes.
What's on me? Got a Band-Aid? Me and Teddy are snuggled up on the couch. Mom! Watching Bluey. He's ready for a snooze. What is that? What is that? We had a sad ride home. He's never really been a fan of the car, and he likes watching Miss Rachel, and that usually does the trick, but he was just ready, right? You were ready to be out of the car. Yeah, now we're home. So great news. Everything looked awesome inside my uterus. Also, both of my tubes were clear, which is great. I'm going to talk to my doctor, how does that happen? Thank you. They did a biopsy, and that's to just, rule out infection before transfer. So, if there happens to be an infection, then I would just be on, antibiotics. The big question is, when is transfer going to be? And I know my doctor wanted, us to be on the Mediterranean diet. I think he mentioned 3 months. I'm doing the cardio, and to be honest, I haven't been consistent with either. The other thing is, I had been consistent with cardio before that, so we'll probably chat with him. But now that we have checked, all of the boxes needed before transfer, as far as, blood work and procedures and such go, we get a consultation with our doctor, and then we'll have more info there. So he just turned around, got off the couch like a big kid. Oh, sure. So yes, our next step is consultation. And we'll have more information then. So still feeling a little wiggly, and they said I probably would until the evening. So we're just gonna take it easy. Peter did take the day off of work. So we're gonna hang out, but basically it went as well as it could have, so I'm very grateful for that. And yeah, one step closer.
We're hanging out in the loft today. Did you say this in your update? We got fruit, we got oranges going. Evie's very jealous. Bluey toys on deck because we got toys from Aunt Christina and Uncle Grant and the kids for Teddy's birthday.
We have another one coming from Aunt Jen and Uncle Billy.
I also saw something on TikTok we'll show you later about a very special camp episode that if you play it in French, something cool happens. Even when you live here, you're gonna get some midday phantasmic fun. Well, you got a marker? Mom's still napping, Teddy's still napping. We're having a lot of fun. We watched Winnie the Pooh, had lunch, and now enjoying Fantasmic.
You say bye-bye? Bye-bye. Did Daddy and James go bye-bye? He's been doing this gasp. Yeah, they went out the door. Say bye-bye. That's Evie. Sorry for bopping between the camera and phones today. Just picking up whatever's nearby. They just left to go to Target to get a couple of things. I think we're gonna get some pub subs for a late lunch, but I literally said Peter James. Teddy and I have been asleep, and so he had a really good nap. I had a really good nap. Still actually kind of feeling wiggly, which I don't know. I don't remember it lasting this long before, but it's all right. We're having a lazy day. Peter, before he left, made me some egg rolls to tide me over because I woke up like so hungry. Because I mean, I wasn't able to eat before the procedure. What do you got? That's a little danger. So yeah. And the egg rolls, they literally smell like my childhood mall. Like, I have a really good memory. I have the ability to like hear things or smell things. Like, I always said that because my vision's not great, my other senses are awesome. And it just brought me back. Like, it literally smells like the food court of our mall. And I just put New Girl on Hulu for the very first time because they switched from Netflix to Hulu. We love New Girl. That's our comfort show. But I was like, let's see if he's playing enough where he doesn't mind some New Girl.
Well, this is going to make shopping a little bit more complicated. I came into Publix to grab one pub sub from Sarah and I to split, and they have Rum City. I've been looking at all the Publix nearby, and it looks like it's the only one. Oh no, yeah, it looks like it's the only one. I gotta get it. It's my favorite.
But the old rusty engine side, puff, I think I can. The little blue engine smiled and seemed to say, as we steadily down the mountain, I thought I could. Yay! The end. Got it.
Tu devais l'empêcher de s'enfuir. Oh, I thought you wanted to come to the other side. See you later.
John Luke speaks English.
Okay, so I saw on TikTok that if you played this camping episode from season 2 and put it in French, that Jean-Luc will speak English. Because when you watch it in English, Jean-Luc speaks French, and the whole concept is Bluey and Jean-Luc become friends even though they don't speak the same language.
Yeah.
And my mind was blown, so we had to see it with Jean-Luc speaking English.
Let's show another bit. I like Bluey speaking French too.
Yes, this is our very last chance.
And this was the present that we got from Jenna and Billy. They're also, like, it came with other little bits. We'll probably show in other days. But it's
with the terriers.
Yeah, it's like the school. It's lovely. What was the last? Oh, we wanted to talk about just like us moving forward with the transfer.
Yeah. And
how, like, I don't know, we were so fortunate to not have to go through treatment with Teddy. Mm-hmm. And I don't know if we ever like really brought this up, that like so much goes into a transfer, and we want, like, basically our goal is to have another baby as soon as possible. You know, we like the gap. Yeah. After Teddy, we feel confident, you know, there'd still be a full pregnancy in between now and then. And we just don't know how long things would take.
Already the third baby would be a slightly older or slightly greater distance to Teddy than Teddy and James are, and we like the Teddy and James gap. Mm-hmm. And for anybody who hasn't been around when we were trying to start our family with IVF years ago and all the different fertility treatments we did for all those years, to get to James. The biggest thing people don't understand who haven't gone through fertility treatment is how long things can take.
Yeah.
How much it's dictated not by the days or the weeks, but literally by the months and by the cycles that Sarah goes through, and that certain tests have to get done in certain times of the month, and it can't be done in month A.
Yeah.
And then
Like
month
right now,
B.
like this cycle was like I had to have this procedure, and then like I'm on birth control to make sure that for this procedure my lining was nice and thin so they could get a good look at everything. So there's just like
But you couldn't do like the procedure, fix hormone levels, and get ready for a transfer all in 1 month.
right.
And that doesn't necessarily mean it sticks. Like we used 3 embryos to get to James.
Yeah. But also like I'll have to go in for monitoring. So even if we're prepping for a transfer, that doesn't even mean like everything cooperates.
Yeah, you could have a cyst.
Right, or like
And it
your
delays
lining
it.
doesn't get nice and plushy enough. So we'll know a lot more after the consultation with our doctor, because I've had an ultrasound, I've had blood work, and now this procedure, and those things will
Were the
dictate,
prerequisites.
our doctor will decide how he wants to move forward. And he did say 3 months of me being on the diet and exercise. And that is not about weight, that's about hormones and the effect that food and exercise really do have effect on it. We have been consistently aware, but haven't totally followed through. So I think that we'll have a better idea once we talk with him. Obviously, if a spontaneous pregnancy happened, that would be lovely.
We were gearing up to do all these tests and procedures after James to do an embryo transfer, and then got spontaneously pregnant with Teddy. So pre-James, like, we always share these kinds of steps, and some people who weren't with us during that part of our adventure may not know all the details of fertility treatments. But when we say like, oh, we're gonna try to have a baby as soon as possible, when we say that, we know that might mean 2 months from now, that might mean 7 months from now.
Yeah. Or before James was 5 years. So
Right.
like basically because of that possibility, that's why we say as soon as possible, because
Anything we can control,
Yeah.
we're going to do yesterday.
And people that say like, when you stop trying, whatever, it'll happen, which always is with good intention. I don't think that we're ever not trying, because our family has always been like our first and foremost thing. Like we just couldn't possibly not be trying. And so that is possible, or that is also something we'd like to happen, but we're gonna do our darndest to get pregnant as soon as possible, however that may be. So I actually, because this has been going on for so long, maybe we'll have like a live stream or a vlog dictated to like telling our fertility journey story, so that anyone who's interested could kind of see it in one big
Maybe add like a playlist.
Yeah.
Of like a lot of what we did pre-James.
It's tough because a lot of the times like we would do other stuff within the vlog, because we always
But that's fun to do, right?
Yeah.
Like let's spend 3 minutes talking and learning about IVF or IUIs or HSGs or all the progesterone oils and endometriosis and all these different procedures and DNCs, and let's go to Hollywood Studios in between that,
Right.
or Animal Kingdom.
Right. Or sometimes we'd be you could always tell like when something didn't go great, because like we randomly like would go out to dinner, or
we'd be like, let's go to Tiffin's. Sure.
Yeah.
Why not?
So yeah, that's probably something that we'll do, so that it's all in one spot, because it is confusing, but we're happy to share our story. And like the quickest way is you could just message us on Instagram if you're going through it, if you have questions, if whatever, if you want to just like chit chat about it, we're there too. Alrighty, it's midnight, so we're gonna go to bed.
It's good to be home.
It's good to be home.
We know what our goals are. We know what we hope to accomplish. And believe me, it's the most exciting and challenging assignment we've ever tackled at Walt Disney Productions.